Page 13, TV. On page 10, they got a little thing for you to do if you want to or whatever. They got mailboxes on there, and they want you to put in the names of the notes in the mailbox. Underneath the note there's someplace, I don't know where it goes, just put them in there somewhere. And supposedly when you do that, okay, then the mailman does something wonderful. It's like the first one. Well, what are the names of the notes? You should know these instantly by now. You know that's a C and a D and a G and a D. So you just put in the names of those notes in the mailbox and wait for the mailman to do whatever. On page 11, we got kites. And what they want you to do there, they're telling you a quarter note gets a count. And they want you to draw in little bows on the kite tails that come down. Draw in the number of bows for however many beats those notes represent. They've done one for you. On the 3/4 notes, that's 3 counts. So they drew in 3 little bows on that tail. So you do the others. Just however many bows there it takes. If you have any questions, let me know. On page 12, we get to deal with frogs. Okay, they want you to put in the time signature in the front of the line for each line, whatever the line is. You have to look at the notes. We're still dealing with the quarter note gets a count because the bottom note is 4. No matter what, it won't always be 4, but it is for now. So you know a quarter note gets a count. You just got to figure out how many counts are in each of these measures. So it's like the first line. Well, it's a quarter note, quarter rest, quarter note, quarter rest. Well, each of those gets a count. That's 4 counts total. So the time signature on the first line would be 4/4 because that's what it adds up to. The second one, if you see look at the first measure, it's a quarter note and a half note. Well, quarter note gets 1 count, half note gets 2. Put them together, that's 3. So that would be 3/4 time. And the next one, the third one, it's a quarter note and a quarter rest. Well, that's just 2 counts. So it's 2/4 time. See what we're going here? And the last one is a dotted half note. Of course, they give you if so you don't understand the dotted half note or whatever, then you can look at the other measures. But they gave you, in the second measure there in the last line, it gave you a whole rest. You can't tell what the time signature is by looking at a whole rest in a measure because the whole rest is the measure and it doesn't matter how many beats it is. So that second measure in that last line is no help to you at all. You can't use it. You got to look at the other measures. The third measure has 2 quarter notes and a quarter rest. You could figure that out. But you should know that a dotted half note is the same as 3 quarter notes. I told you that. It doesn't matter what the time signature is. A dotted half note is always the same as 3 quarter notes. Just memorize it. So in this case, it would be 3/4 time for that last one. Yeah. Now let's look at what we can get on TV here. Let's look it over. It's 4 lines long. Treble bass clef, 4/4 time signature. We got whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, and at the end, the bottom there, those 2 double bar, the double bar there, that second bar should be a thick. So take a pencil and just make that a thick bar instead of a thin one. So it is a thin and thick bar. The hands are playing at the same time, so I'm going to check each hand first. The right hand, you're starting here. Just whole notes. 2, 3, 4. 4. Isn't this fun? Let's go to the second line. You're 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Now you're going to have to lift up and move. There's no rest, just lift up and move. 3, 4. And now during the rest, you got a whole measure rest. You come back down to this position. So it didn't give you finger numbers to where to come down. You're either in this position or this position. Take your pick. That's where we are here. How do you know that? Because I just told you. Because there's nothing in the music that tells you that. Left hand, we're starting here. And the quarter notes. 1, 2. Reach down. Stay there. Because you're going to need it again. We just go down for 1 note. And you don't need to look at the keyboard for that. I'm hoping you'll feel that. And then claps. Okay. Put the hands together. Here. Here. The whole notes in the right hand. Second line here. Up. Here you're moving the right hand. Reach up. As you're playing this in the left hand, get your right hand back down. Do it again. You look down when you have to, but just glance down. Don't stay down and study it. You don't need to study the keyboard. You know what it looks like. Just glance down, see where it is, and then get your eyes back on the music. And once you have that, then you go back through the hard parts and get rid of any hesitations you've got anywhere. So it's a steady beat. You can keep it slow, but no hesitations. Then we can think about the interpretation. Well, 4/4 time, natural accents are 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm letting the wrist drop on each natural accent. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. If you want to put in the phrasing, just follow the words here. I think it's like every 4 measures is a phrase. Lift up. Lift up. It's a lift up. Oh, it's 2 measures here. Lift up. Now they have commas there in the third line. I would connect those together here. It's grammatically speaking, it's just a series of stuff, and they put commas between them. Musically speaking, we'd connect it. Lift up. So you got 4 major phrases, and then sometimes you get 2 major phrases. You just lift it up between them. I play it really quickly because I can hear it better. I can hear the sentences, the thoughts better if it goes a little quicker. That's all. That's just my way of doing it. So you put in the phrasing and all that, and however you feel it should go. How fast would you sing it? I don't know. Watch out on the third line. They changed it. If you were following the words in there, it's like the first 4 measures is all one phrase. So if you want, you'd connect it all if you want. Other than lifting up, instead of lifting up, connect it. It depends. How do you feel it? Maybe you'd prefer to go ahead and lift it up because we did before, and you want to make it the same, although there's no rule says it has to be the same. Or you'd prefer to change it. You decide how you want to interpret this piece. Let's play it together very slowly and check all the notes and rhythms. I'm going to lift it up where the commas are for the most part. It's either every 4 measures or 2 measures, but I think in the third line, I'm going to let the first 4 measures of the third line be one phrase. I'm going to connect all that together. 1, 2, ready, go. Two, three, 4. One, 2, three, four. 4. 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4.